Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 6. If you can believe it, you're about 3 weeks away from being completed with half of your capstone experience. Congratulations to you on that. I again want to start off with thank you for the grace that you've given me with the loss of my family. But I believe I am back up to par. I have been able to grade chapter 1's, look at your first 8 annotated bibliographies. So this week we'll be looking at those next 8. I have to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with what you're picking up from your annotated bibliographies. The information is pretty valid. That'll help you in your research. Especially, I could start seeing a lot of formation of chapter 2 categories if I was the author, but I think you've got those pieces. So let's dive into week 6 and see what the focus is. Really, it's going to be talking and looking into chapter 3 and specifically getting into some readings about how to work on chapter 3, if I can put that. You'll read from your writing literature review, so to keep you up to date, as you continue to possibly do research in this work, from the Reflective Practice Guide to Interdisciplinary Approach to Critical Reflection, chapter 5. But then the 2 other components here, you have an article on triangulation methods. That really is trying to think of 3 different styles of research that will triangulate or work together to give you a valid point of research or a valid method to use. So you have an article. I'm going to be honest with you. If you click here to get the article, I've noticed that it comes up like this, but nothing more of the article comes. So what I ended up having to do was just highlight the title, research it, and the article did come up again. It's by Maria Alvarado and Dee Allen. It's about 7 pages long. But what it really is going to have you reflect on is what elements are you going to use to make sure you're not looking at something that's not valid, but looking at possibly three areas of validation that will come together. So maybe it is literature, maybe it is a survey, maybe it's an observation, maybe it's literature from here, data that comes from another place. But you always want to think of a triad or 3 working together. So that will be the point of the reading this week from this article. And then there is one other component, and it's a webinar to, again, continue talking about ethics and your research method. It says it's about 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'll be honest, about an hour conversation of ethical practices and looking at research and just a couple of key points and thinking about research. So hopefully it'll spur you on as you're about to write your chapter 3. So besides looking at the reading this week, there is a discussion. The discussion is more to have you be reflective on, you're going to state your primary research question, a paragraph or 2, what you've learned from your annotated or lit review readings, and then talk about some methods for collecting data or validate yourself through this process. And then this assignment number 4, please know that we've talked about that's chapter 3. Chapter 3, even though it says due week 6 here, I have bumped it out just because you've gotten your grading on chapter 1 a little bit later. Have bumped it out to week 7. So please know you have till week 7. But this is a time of just trying to process the information so you can start thinking, how am I going to validate myself in my research? As I shared, you're going to want to either go back to that idea of 3 ideas of research data and maybe an observation reflection. Can be a survey, can be a informal attempt at the practice for a period of time as well, but you'll want to articulate that through your chapter 3. So I am here for questions as always. Please don't hesitate to call, text, or email. I hope that it is a great week for you, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. God bless.